आज की ताज़ा खबर दोस्तों ये है कि इंडिगो स्पाइसजेट के बाद डीजीसीए ने विस्तारा के मुंह पे 10 लाख का थप्पड़ दे मारा है। डीजीसीए डायरेक्टरेट जनरल ऑफ सिविल एविएशन imposes ₹10 lakh fine on Vistara. Officials said that the airline let an improperly trained pilot land flight with passengers on board at Indore airport. The pilot, who was the first officer on the flight, landed the aircraft at the Indore airport recently without first getting the requisite training in a simulator. They said this was a serious violation endangering life of the passenger on board. An official noted, a first officer has to be first trained to land an aircraft in a simulator before he or she can land a plane with passengers on board. A captain is also trained at a simulator before he or she can allow the first officer to land the aircraft. The captain as well as the first officer of the Indore flight did not train in any simulator, but the first officer was still allowed to conduct the landing at the airport. Officials said a fine of ₹10 lakh has therefore been levied on Vistara for granting landing clearance to the first officer without conducting requisite training. Now, company said it is not immediately clear where the aircraft took off from and where exactly this happened. Earlier, the DGCA imposed a ₹10 lakh fine on the SpiceJet airline for training its Boeing 737 MAX aircraft pilot on a faulty simulator. Sources said that this move could have adversely impacted flight safety. After wearing the pilot, the regulator issued a show-cause notice to the airline in April. Further, the Indigo was fined ₹500 lakh for denying a specially abled child boarding at Ranchi airport on May 7. The child was denied permission to board the Ranchi-Hyderabad trip by Indigo on May 9. This was the first time the aviation watchdog imposed a financial fine on an airline. On the same day, the DGCA amended the CR section and stating that the airline cannot stop any special child or anyone with disability from boarding a flight based on their own judgment. Need to get a doctor to certify if someone cannot be allowed on board. Here in para 4.1.36, it clearly says airline shall not refuse carriage of any person on the basis of disability. However, in case an airline perceives that the health of such passengers may deteriorate in flight, the passengers will have to be examined by a doctor who shall categorically state that the medical condition and whether the person is fit to fly or not. After obtaining the medical opinion, the airline shall take the appropriate call. Jai Hind friends, thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, do like, share and subscribe the channel.